Hello, Intactivists. Today we have quite a bit of news. We have attorneys for the rights of the child, Bruchim, Forgun, Inaction, Gaudaf, Intact America, some NLI news, and of course we have Prevail over the system news. At Prevail over the system, we have partnered with eBay, so now you have a few ways to support us now for free. So please join our Discord to learn how to support Prevail over the system, link in the description below, so we can keep bringing you interviews, news, and so much more. And like always, a portion of Prevail over the system's revenue will get donated to a nonprofit you guys choose, which is Forgun for these 2 months of November through December. Also, we do have quite a few offers to partner with other companies, but I'm afraid we will overwhelm you guys, so let me know what you guys think before we start gobbling up a whole bunch of partnerships and offers like commercial air flight, beauty products, etc. So POTS can start making some money so we can give back to you guys and build up POTS. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, we have not partnered with Walmart yet. It's been a struggle for a month. I was on the phone with Walmart for over 3 hours one day, so we probably won't partner with Walmart, but we will let you know if anything changes on that. In ARC law news, we've gotten some concerns that, oh hey, POTS, if you look at the ARC Facebook and Twitter, you notice right here that, oh hey, look, they haven't done anything on their Facebook since September 29th, 2017. See, nothing. So totally get that. I understand the concern. And you can go and check their Twitter as well. Nothing since July 18th, 2020. Now, if you go, though, to their newsletter, you can see that they made a fall 2023 newsletter. So once again, these guys are still doing things. They just don't use social media, probably because they're old-fashioned. I mean, granted, their board members do look pretty young for the Matthew Young. Yeah, but they do look relatively young if you go and look, but perhaps they're just older and they don't do the tweeting and the Facebook posting and stuff. I'm not sure, but however, guess what we can do? We can go right here and we can contact them. So let's go, baby. So I said my name, Prevail over the system. I said email, prevailofthesystem@protonmail.com. Interview, so that's the subject. You guys think they're going to do an interview with me? Also, how do you guys like me being giant? Do you guys like this, me being gigantic, and you guys looking at the screen this way? Let me know, by the way. Let me know. I appreciate your feedback. I saw this happen, and I was like, this is pretty dope. Let's try this. Anyways, so I said we would love to interview you guys. It would just take 45 minutes of your time. We do have a YouTube channel, Prevail over the system. And just a heads up, this message is being recorded for the YouTube video, but your response won't be recorded. This would be a great opportunity to get ARC and its mission out there. Thanks for your time, POTS. So hopefully these guys go ahead and respond to us. We'll let you know, just like we are with Intact America. Intact America hasn't responded to us, but hopefully these guys will. Oh boy, we get to play this fun little game with bicycles. Okay, this is cool. And verified. Now we're going to submit this. All right. Boom. Thank you for contacting us. We will get in touch with you shortly. I can't wait to see how shortly they get in contact with us. Let's go see. Anyways, moving on. Inaction has some pretty awesome news. It's actually super dope. So they have released a My Body Is My Own campaign with double money match. So I know you're like, oh, POTS, we hear about Intact America doing this and Forgun's doing this. Everyone's doing the matching campaign. But this is special because this doesn't actually go away. So a generous supporter found out about our campaign on YouTube and wants to help us. We agreed he would match future donations 1-on-1 until we reach our goals. So that means that it's not going to end. It's always going to be a matching. So you guys are going to double your donations every time you donate to Inaction. This is not a Christmas thing. This isn't, do it now in 15 days or it's gone forever. This is permanent until they can oppose a bill in Maine that would increase the financial incentives for infant circumcision in the state. So you guys can go ahead and donate whenever you can. So more bang for your buck right here, guys. So, I know right now there's a limited time to support Forgun and Intact America, but come January or come any other time of the year, you got Inaction to double your money. Now, keep in mind, I know there's some concern because if you go all the way down here, you have this 501c4 nonprofit organization. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is it's that donations to a 501c4 groups are not tax deductible. So I know you guys are like, oh, it's not tax deductible. That sucks. Well, let's be honest. Most of my viewers, you guys work your 9-to-5s, and most of you guys don't own a home, right? So really, honestly, unless you're giving $13,000 for a single and married filing separate taxpayers, and you take a whole bunch of other deductions, like if you're taking the standard deduction, right? If you're taking the standard deduction, like it doesn't matter who you donate to, if it's nonprofit or if it's nonprofit 501(4)(c), right? Because you're not taking the nonprofit tax deduction anyways, unless you're itemizing your tax bill. So if you're not itemizing your tax bill at the end of the year and you're taking the standard deduction, the fact that it's a 501c4 nonprofit organization really doesn't matter to you too much, now does it? Because you weren't going to go and start writing off your donations that you gave to other organizations. Now, were you? No, you probably weren't. So the fact that this isn't tax deductible probably doesn't really matter. And you know what? You're still supporting a very important campaign. And I think for 99% of us, that's all that matters. In GAUDAF news, so GAUDAF did recently do a piece called Of Critics and Critical Thinkers, and POTS has done a poll on this to see if you guys care or not. So you guys can go check it out right here. That no, you guys don't care. It says, are we satisfied with GAUDAF's response to critics? One person said yes, they did a great job defending themselves, and 2 people were not so happy with it, but I don't know how you guys feel. That's not exactly a whole lot of responses for me to go ahead and do anything with. Because yeah, we have other news about GAUDAF that I would love to share with you guys, but you know what? I can let bygones be bygones. So if you guys are all cool with GAUDAF and you guys are like, I'm satisfied, I don't know. I'll just let it go. That's up to you guys. And in Bruchim news, they got called antisemitic on the Times of Israel. That's right, guys. It's very interesting.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
It says a Jewish pot calls the kettle black. An article entitled An Anti-Circumcision Activist Lawsuit Sheds Light on Concerns Over Anti-Semitism in the Movement recently appeared in the Forward. The piece is about filmmaker Brendan Marotta's lawsuit against Bruchim, an organization committed to fostering welcome spaces for Jews opting out of circumcision. Marotta claims that Bruchim called him anti-Semitic, which subsequently harmed the success of his 2017 anti-circumcision film. So, if you continue on here, it says that Executive Director Rebecca Wald describes herself as an advocate for circumcision choice. Now, I know there's a lot of people that would read that and get really upset, like, oh, circumcision choice is a non-profit or a group of pro-cutters that call themselves circumcision choice. Now, I don't think he meant to say that like that. I think he just meant to say that, oh, like, she's trying to let Jewish people have a choice to be circumcised or not. I don't think he was out there saying that, oh yeah, Rebecca Wald is an advocate for that group, circumcision choice. I could be wrong. I don't know. But anyways, if you continue reading this, it says, although Bruchim's mission is to aid those who've already made the choice to opt out, there's no doubt that the organization's preference is against Brit Milah, and in that regard, there is very little difference between it and Brendan Marotta. So, it's pretty much saying that, oh, hey, since you're opting for this other choice, you're anti-Semitic. So this is weird. This is like, Bruchim fought so hard to go ahead and accuse other people of being anti-Semitic, and now the Times of Israel is calling them anti-Semitic. The author of this article says, the tension between Bruchim and Murata is completely lost on me. So I'm not going to read this whole article for you guys. You guys can go ahead and look this up yourself. It's very interesting, but anyways, it just seems like Bruchim is trying really hard to not be labeled like everything that Bruchim's done has kind of backfired. And I know like Eliyahu was like, oh, stand up against hate speech. Then he gets sued for slandering and hate speech. And then Bruchim is like, oh, you're anti-Semitic. And Eliyahu's like, you're anti-Semitic. And then the Times of Israel comes out, and then they call them anti-Semitic. So I don't know. Like Bruchim just seems like every time that they do something, it's like they're just being like hypocrites. Now, granted, this dude who made this, right, he isn't in the intactivist movement. Obviously, he probably doesn't like us, especially if you go ahead and read this. I don't think he likes the intactivist movement. He has said that still another side of me takes fiendish pleasure watching this movement eat itself alive from within. So clearly, this guy doesn't really like the intactivist movement. Obviously, this guy is not trying to help our movement out. So it's not like he's coming from a place of, oh, I'm trying to better yourselves. Why are you guys fighting? It's, no, I hope you guys just eat yourselves alive. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, so congratulations, Bruchim. You made it to the Times of Israel. Great. All right, and in other news, Forgun has posted that they're halfway in their matching campaign. So if you go right here, it says they've raised $26,390, which is really awesome, right? You can go down here and you can read, it says, as we reach the midway point of our exciting 50K matching program, we're thrilled to share that the first 2 weeks we have raised a total of $26,390. It continues saying that we have 2 more weeks in the year, and then they thank you, and they're looking forward to, doing new things next year. So here's my issue with that, guys. I have a problem with this. Like, this doesn't pass my sniff test, not really that well. So if you go ahead to my video that I made, you can go here, and this is November 28th, right? This is what doesn't pass the sniff test here. So November 28th is when I made this video. Forgun had raised $35,354 on their GoFundMe, right? And now if you go to what they have right now, they have $41,616. If you go ahead and you subtract this from $35,354, whatever, it's about $6,000. So in 19 days, actually a little more than 19 days, 21 days, they rose $6,000 here on their support for Final Sheep Trials for their GoFundMe. Now, the issue I have with this is that you're like, oh, well, they probably just made money on the other side, on their website or whatever. Well, the thing with that is if you go to December 1st, right, and you scroll down, most of their money last month came from their GoFundMe when they raised over $35,000. And in November, they raised a total of $30,000. And we did the math of how much they've raised in total, right, which included the GoFundMe. And at the time, it was about $7,000. So in the GoFundMe, they got about $22,000. Okay. And I subtracted it and I was like, oh, this is like $7,000 that they made through the website. So clearly the GoFundMe raises more money than the website in November. And we said, oh, because the GoFundMe is a shiny new object, right? Brand new object, super shiny. But now we go to here and they're like, oh, we're halfway there, but they only raised $6,000, right? So they only raised $6,000 for November 28th until now. So like 22 days, they only raised about $6,000. So you mean to tell me that Forgun went through and raised $20,000 through their website when last time they only rose about $7,000? I don't know, guys. Tinfoil hat time. Tinfoil hat time, just so you guys know. You can go and check out their Discord and their welcomes, by the way. Here you go. I'll show this on the side of my screen. It's only like 13 new people that joined, and none of these guys were philosophers. I checked their Discord, and my research team checked their Discord. No mention of these huge donors. I'm just really confused how they got $26,000. Like, where did the other 20K come from? Like, this just doesn't pass the sniff test. And if you go, and once again, tinfoil hat time, make sure that's on. Look at this Discord message right here. It says that, oh, hey, I have already mailed the $50,000 check. Do you not think that Forgun might be incentivized a little bit to up these numbers? Just a tiny bit, to be like, oh yeah, we made 50K. Yeah, totally made 50K for this month. Yep, totally. Totally not doing anything sus here. I don't know, guys. Let me know if I'm just going crazy or if my math sounds right to you. I don't know, guys. This doesn't pass the sniff test. I'm not saying that they're lying. I'm just saying that this math does not make sense. I don't know if they miscalculated it. Maybe, just maybe, their website rose $20,000. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe. There's a chance of that. But I'm just interested in why their GoFundMe isn't reflecting a huge gain. Only $6,000 in the past 22 days. But their website in the past 15. Only 15. Remember, guys, this was written December 15th. 15 days. $20,000. They rose. Somehow. Okay. I'm just saying that maybe this was incentivized. Maybe. I mean, don't you think they're incentivized a little bit to keep this up? Like $26,000, $390. That seems just conveniently over halfway. I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. Yeah, also explain to me, why did you think it flipped from GoFundMe being their biggest source of income to now their website's now the biggest source of income? Please, guys, explain that to me if you believe that, oh no, Forgun's being 100% honest right now. Explain to me why it flipped from GoFundMe to the website. I'm just curious what you guys think. And I could be wrong. I could be super wrong, and I'm just putting that out there. It's just a theory that me and some people have. All right. Anyways, guys, so how much did Forgun raise for this week? So they raised $40,209 last week. Sorry, guys, I cut that out last week, and we're trying to get better, as you can see. This is why I'm off to the side, so my big fat head isn't in the way. Now they have raised $41,616, which is a grand total of $1,407. And if you want to know how more they have left to go, Forgun has about a little under 9%. They have a little under 9% for them to reach their $45,000 goal. So that's awesome for Forgun. Let's go. And in NLI news, they are also doing a GoFundMe to go help them fund their website and email marketing system. As of right now, they are sitting at $290, literally halfway to where they need to be. So actually a little over halfway. So thank you guys who donated to all of these places, you know, Inaction, NLI, POTS even. You guys donate to me sometimes. That's awesome. Yeah, so you guys are definitely Forgun. Thank you for donating to them. You guys are all heroes. And time to figure out how much Intactivism grew over the past week. So last week we were at 4,948 followers on Intact America. And today we are at 4,948 followers. So no growth in Intactivism, brought to you by Intact America. So yes. All right, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. Down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.